So you're thinking of moving to Birmingham in Southeast Michigan. Well, on this video, we're actually going to take you inside the computer and show you around everything you need to see on a Google map. So that way you can get a good idea about the different neighborhoods. I'll walk you through all of that and stick around to the end of this video. And I'm going to share with you the important factors most people don't know about Birmingham, that it's really ideal for your trip to the airport. And we'll get started now. As you can see, this is kind of the Southeast Michigan area here. We border Canada with Lake Sinclair and the Detroit River. Just west of us is a great city called Ann Arbor. Downtown Detroit kind of anchors Southeast Michigan at the Canadian border. But where we're going to go is into Birmingham. Birmingham is right here in the middle. And let me just mark and show you where that is. So we can go straight from Birmingham. You can go straight down Woodward Avenue all the way to downtown Detroit. So that's kind of neat. So all the different things in downtown Detroit you can see. Also from Birmingham, if you go due east down 16 Mile, it'll lead right to Metro Parkway there. It's a great area with a lot of boaters, public beach, and it's really probably one of the biggest lakes in the area. The other thing you may want to do is from Birmingham, if you want to get quickly to the airport, to Romulus here, you can take Southfield Freeway to I-94, and it'll take you right into the airport. That's one way, or you can go from Southfield Freeway or I-75 to 696 into what we call the mixing bowl here, and take 275 down over 94 right to Romulus. So there's lots of stuff, lots of good routes to take. One of the other unique things about our area is everything kind of revolves around the suburbs here. So you have 696 that crisscrosses the burbs, and then we also have I-94 that runs along the lake right through Detroit all the way down to the airport. It leads also into Ann Arbor, and if you keep taking Detroit 94, you'll be in Chicago in 4 hours later. Also, the neat thing is, like I mentioned with 696, you can go to 96. If you continue to go through Brighton, you'll make your way to Lansing, which is the state capital. Also surrounding the area, we have 275, which goes one portion of the west side of the town, of the suburbs. And then we also have our northern suburbs here with lots of lakes here in West Bloomfield, Waterford. You won't be disappointed at all if you're into the lakes. Also, just want to show you a little more north. We have something. Flint is not too far. It's probably our trip from Birmingham. Also, the northern suburbs, Auburn Hills, this is a great place where the Chrysler Stellantis headquarters is. Also down in Detroit at the RenCen is the General Motors headquarters, and Ford is just stone throws away from Detroit and Dearborn here. So lots of the auto companies are all surrounded here. North of Auburn Hills, we have a highway called I-69 that'll go straight into Canada. It also cuts across to Lansing. So a lot of easy throughways close to our neighbor here. Now let's go ahead. Let's zoom in a little bit about Birmingham here. Birmingham is located on the Woodward corridor. Going up and down Woodward, there's a lot of different cities, but this Birmingham area is probably not a 4 or 5 mile square area. Maple Road goes right down the middle. It's also split up. Birmingham is split up between the east side and the west side of Woodward. So everybody always asks, which side of Woodward do you live on? The east side has to walk across Woodward to get to any of the farmers markets or get to downtown. On the west side, it's a little easier. You don't have to cross any major roads. So let's go ahead and get a little closer here and kind of look at some more of the neighborhoods here. So here's downtown Birmingham here. As you can see, it's right, we have a couple of hotels right downtown, the Townsend and the brand new Daxton. What's kind of unique about Birmingham is we have classic Woodward, M1 they call it, and then we have old Woodward that runs up to downtown. So you have to cut off of M1 just before you get to downtown, and then Maple Road cuts across the whole thing here. So there's a lot of the farmers market is just north of Maple on Old Woodward. Now neighborhoods, let's talk a little bit about the neighborhoods. One of the unique neighborhoods that we have just off of Old Woodward here is called Corton Lake. Corton Lake borders downtown, and as you go further west from downtown, the lots get a little bigger. In the city, the lots are typically 40 feet or 50 feet. Where you get into Corton Lake, past Corton Lake actually, which is a real lake, you'll find a lot of expensive homes here. Also near Corton Lake, there's a church here, and it's called Holy Name area. And if you also continue to go west of Corton Lake, you'll hit Bloomfield Village on this side, still north of Maple Road. We also have the South Bloomfield Village here, which is south of Maple, which is a unique community too. We also have that close to downtown in these areas, closest to the school, north of Lincoln here. There's a lot of homes, so the density is pretty heavy there. Birmingham, also south of Lincoln here, you'll see there's a couple of schools like Pembroke and different on the west side of Woodward. And there also is part of Birmingham, they have their own country club. So that's kind of a unique private club here, which is really neat. Also some of the, if you continue to go west, there's two high schools, Seaholm High School. And then if you go more south, you will see Groves, which is off of Evergreen in 13 Mile. It's almost the southern point. Birmingham Schools covers about 5 or 6 municipalities: Bloomfield Township, Beverly Hills, West Bloomfield, and I believe parts of Troy even have Birmingham schools. So the school district will span multiple Birmingham schools with multiple cities and townships. This kind of concludes our video here today. If you have any interest in moving to the area, would like a personal tour of Birmingham, I raised my family here, and hopefully you can raise yours. It's a great town, lots of activity, lots of things for everyone, kids. There's a couple of great movie theaters. There's concerts in the park along the river here. So there's a lot of stuff for everybody. And it's centrally located to the airport and Detroit area, or to Canada even. So if you're thinking of moving to our area and would like a personal tour, please call, email, text me. I'd love to show you around and see why my family loves it, and yours possibly could too. Talk to you soon.